5G develops rapidly and it provides an increasing number of new business applications and also new business models. And telecom operators, they need to build this early 5G competitive propositions, but also 5G business models. Today, I will discuss the future of networks with Mr. Bill Kin, and he's the Director of Network Transformation Marketing at Huawei Carrier Business Group. Welcome, and thank you for being on the show.
Good morning, Ronald. This is Bill. Nice to meet you.
Bill, can you share your experience about the challenges, but on the other hand, also the changes that you see in the market for the carriers in the 5G era?
Yeah, I think first of all, there will be customer change. Before operators, they have consumers, and now they should have industry customers. The second one would be the business change. Before they focus on connectivities, and now I think it's more on connectivity, especially provide industrial solutions. The third one, I think the business model, the service change different. Before they have to provide the best service, and now they must provide commitment to SLA. Of course, last but not least, the salary change. Before they provide a certain business, and now they have to face uncertainty. Actually, I would like to say that will be addition of the industrial internet to existing consumer internet. And of course, we also must satisfy the personalized experience with the introduction of VR and AR. This means operator must to target a new type of customer. That means to step in the production customers. They also require them to offer upgrade of the service. They must provide, as I can mention, from best efforts to such kind of guaranteed SLA. This will require the service offering for different business models. We understand right now that because the world changes so fast, and they must be ready to how quickly things can change. This uncertainty means the world must be developed the agility to respond events quicker than before. Ronald, I have one question to you. What kind of capabilities should the operator offer to better enable digital information for industrial applications? What kind of key values the operator should have?
Great question, Bill, and thanks for that. I think what we see is that people and businesses all over the world, they are depending on their networks. So one of the key capabilities that carriers need to emphasize is bandwidth, of course, and to accommodate this increasing demand for better connectivity and for better responsiveness. And this is to access the critical services. Another important capability are the reliable and the resilient network performance and a secure infrastructure, but also developing their 5G capabilities. Also, I think it's important to note that traditionally there has been a lot of emphasis placed on the network speed. It's very important, but the current times, they've really shifted this type of perspective. So it is important, these fast networks, they're essential, but connection reliability and scalability, they're becoming, I think, the real value drivers for network providers. And all of this will help to drive transformation and all the efforts across all the different industries, and also they ensure that they can deliver new innovative digital services at a time when all of us want to be the best possible virtual type of experience. That's what we see is a driving force right now. But let me give some example. B2B businesses are looking to accelerate the digital transformation, and they do this by embracing new technologies like AI, like machine learning, like IoT and 5G and cloud. And they need dependable network capabilities. So this is, I think, a key opportunity for the carriers to focus on building and scaling their capabilities and services for the B2B space. And during these very uncertain times, I believe that carriers, they have really stood out from all the other industries for demonstrating their willingness to provide critical infrastructures when it was really most needed. As we look now into the future, carriers, they should continue to build upon these types and sense of urgency and this type of commitment to the business performance. So they need to have the agility to keep this pace of constantly growing demands and the pressure from both, I think, the existing and the emerging 5G networks. I would like to add another thing. They should also nurture the core values, like tending to the needs of their employees and the customers, so that they can prioritize and they can meet changing customer expectations and also ensure the communication and the connectivity that is available for everyone. And lastly, I think carriers, they need to create a vision for their evolving role within an increasingly digital and a virtual first society, and focus on creating a competitive differentiation moving forward to sizing these new strategic opportunities, especially in the B2B market. So, Bill, can you explain what the keys are to achieve business success for carriers in this 5G era?
Yeah, this is a very good question. I think the key for carrier is to build a differentiated capability in selected areas and industry, like education, ports, mining, and manufacturers. This capability can include, I think, 4 parts. First one is networking. Second one would be service. The third one would be industrial application, and the last one, but not least, is ecosystem integration. All of this, I think, network is the foundation. Without a flexible and agile network, it's impossible for operators to provide the fast response to the applications. Operator will not be prepared to support such kind of digital transformation if we cannot provide a differentiation. Therefore, I think the carrier will need to build a plan for future-oriented target network to ensure that the network involves, you will be able to provide the capability that business required and needed. Like Mr. Peng Song, the president of Huawei Carrier Marketing and Solution Sales Department, mentioned VIP keyed story successful case, which is a win-win situation for all 3 parties. Carrier provides committed SLA service to VIP keyed, which is an online training institution, and VIP keys provide better experience to consumers, and then consumer enjoy better service from online training. In a summary, such kind of differentiation guarantee the operator to compete in the future for the digital transformation.
Yeah, this differentiation is indeed important. But I have another question. I would like to understand your vision on why we need the future-oriented target network.
Yeah, that's also a good question. If we think about what will happen 5 years later for a network side, I think a traditional network planning cannot meet a new requirement. Like we mentioned before, traditionally 2G and 3G and 4G planning is oriented to the consumer internet, which is based on predictable network traffic. The future-oriented target network should be oriented to the industrial internet network planning to consider the business scenarios that we need to support different applications and also be flexible enough to adopt new requirements as well as the industry evolves. Beyond the hypervisor and wide coverage and also low latency, the future network will also require commitment to the SLA and on-demand and online provisioning and automatic network scaling to support different business elastic requirements. To do this, network need to be more easier to deploy and easier for operator and management. Of course, automation and intelligence will play an important role in making O&M more efficient. In a summary, I believe that super connectivity, adaptive elasticity, convergent simplicity, and intelligent synergy would be the key features for target network in the future. Thank you, Leonard.
Thank you, Bill. And it was great to having you on the show and for sharing all your insights and experiences. And for the audience,
thank you.
You're welcome. And for the audience, thank you for watching, and we hope to see you next time.